So wow, this is an incredible corner of Mallorca, and I have been asked to make a video about this really beautiful holiday resort. We are in Can Picafort's much quieter neighbour today. We are in Son Baulo, and in this video we're going to take a look at the beaches. We're going to point out a few key hotels along the way. I'm also going to let you know what you can expect if you're hoping to book a holiday here. But the first thing we're going to take a look at is the views. So let's turn the camera around and let's check out what Son Baulo is like and also what's around it too. And we are looking out across Son Baulo Resort today. To my left hand side we've got the Hotel Son Baulo, and lying to the right we've got the Frere Concord Son Baulo Hotel and the Salitre Hotel too. I think I've pronounced that correctly. So the first thing I'm going to say is that if you're visiting Son Baulo on holiday, the one thing that you can expect are these absolutely beautiful turquoise crystalline waters. Now I'm on the far side of the beach here. You can see it's a little bit rocky on this side of the beach. We are going to walk over to a much sandier beach actually, and it is really lovely too, where you're going to find the beach beds and the sun umbrellas. But that's not all to Son Baulo, because right behind me, and I'm just going to pan the camera around here, as you can see, I've got some more beautiful sea views. You can see I'm standing here more or less in the dunes, and there is a coastal path walk here all the way down to Son Serra de Marina. So I've just come over to this information board just to show you a little bit around this area. We are in the Santa Margalida municipality. We can see we've got Can Picafort here, right up to my left hand side. But look, we're down here in this whole area of Son Baulo. Now there is a really lovely route here which you can hike along all the way down to Son Serra de Marina. That's a really nice resort, even though the island does get very busy in the summer. It doesn't get too busy over there, and it's very popular with surfing. But we're not going to walk all the way along the coast there. There's a route here. It takes about 45 minutes approximately, and well, it's absolutely stunning. It's really nice. And this resort is very popular with nature lovers and those looking for a slightly quieter break. But that's not to say that this area is without some history. And on this walking trail here, if you dive off the walking trail, you're going to encounter a necropolis. It's an ancient burial site which dates back to 700 BC. We're not going to go and look at it today. We're going to head in this direction. We're going to go down onto the main beach, and I'm going to give you some information about beach rentals and also the beach bar that's down there too. So I'm just looking out into the water here. I can see somebody walking out onto what looks like there used to be a jetty. I don't think it's there anymore actually. It looks like it's been allowed to decline, but it is a nice walking route for you. Just be careful on the slippery concrete. But let's head on into the resort. I'm also very pleased to see that this main area behind the beach is also lifeguarded as well. So if you do come down here to the quieter side of Son Baulo, there is going to be a lifeguard service. So just look at the water here, just lying off the main beach. It's so crystal clear, it makes me want to jump on in. It shelves in a little bit steeply actually, but I can see we've got quite a few little kids in the water today. So this resort is fantastic for families. And if you want the sea to look like a swimming pool, then this may well be the resort to come to. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. So just coming up the back of the beach here, look, you can see this outlet of water, and Son Baulo lies just in front of the nature reserve. This whole area actually running all the way down behind Can Picafort, down the back of Playa de Moro and over to Alcudia is very popular with bird watchers and wildlife. But look, we've just come out to the main area where we've got the beach umbrella and sun umbrella rentals. So beach bed and sun umbrella prices normally change every 4 years, but for 2025 and at time of filming, you can see the prices here, €18, and with that you're going to get 2 sunbeds and a beach umbrella. And I'm filming this as we head on in the direction of June. You can see how busy it is out today. We are heading towards midday as well, but we can expect this to be a lot busier in peak season. over here on Son Baulo beach, we've got a nice little chiringuito, little beach bar. Right behind that, we've got the toilet blocks. And there are also showers as well, lying at the exit of the beach too. And this little beach bar here, this is called the Moai. Just walk through. And that just looks lovely. It's very, very shaded as well. Love the way it's white and turquoise too. I'm just going to turn around here. Look, we've also got a little medical centre here. So this beach, this resort is really well serviced, and there are boardwalks leading up to the disability area. I guess the lifeguards will open this for you if you need it. You can see we've got the amphibious wheelchair, and we've also got some walking sticks as well to help you down to the water. The only thing that's a little bit disappointing is that from here there is no boardwalk down into the sea, but like I said, I'm guessing that the lifeguards will help you out. So if you need help, just ask them. So just looking over to my left hand side here, we've got the very lovely Hotel Son Baulo, and their own little beach bar called the Borlina. And a little bit further along, we've got another little chiringuito beach bar. Now I know this beach bar is very, very busy with locals over the hot summer months. This whole area is absolutely packed on the Sunday, so if you are coming here for lunch, make sure you get here early. And as we come off the main beach here onto the walkway which runs all the way down into Can Picafort, I just want to draw your attention to some artwork here, to some modern art from a local Mallorquin artist, and it lies to my right hand side. So these sculptures have been designed by local artist Joan Benissar, and they run all the way down along the Can Picafort coastline here, all the way down into Can Picafort, but you will also see them in other areas around the island too. I remember seeing one outside a hotel over in El Arenal. So let me know where else you've seen this style of statues, of sculptures around the island, but they're very iconic for up here in Can Picafort. Anyway, we're going to head on now off the beach here, and we're going to head on up by the Son Baulo Hotel, and we're going to head on into the centre of the resort. So turning the camera back around again, we're just coming up by the Frere Concord and Spa Hotel. We're going to come back around the beachside chiringuito here and just head on into the centre of Son Baulo. Go and check out the restaurants. So at time of filming here, we do have a tractor on the beach, but I don't think this tractor is being used to clean the beach. There are a few improvements taking place down here in Son Baulo, but as you can see, the beach over here is pretty rough and rugged and very, very natural too. You're not going to find too much cleaning taking place. Like I said, this is a nature reserve rather than a touristy beach, and that's part of the beauty of visiting here. Also, just to point out as well, look, there is ramp access right next to the showers here. You can see leaving the beach. Let's head on into the resort. Now, this isn't a big resort. It's not big by any means, but it might just be enough for your holiday. If you're staying here in an apartment, or you're going self-catering, or just staying at bed and breakfast, let's go and have a look and see what's here. So we're immediately met by restaurants and bars in this little square, this little kind of roundabout right in the centre of Son Baulo. Got a lovely little fountain here, looks very nice. And by the looks of it, a nice selection of hotels and restaurants too. So we've just walked around the back of the Frere Concord Hotel and Spa, and this cafe does belong to the hotel. We've got the Son Baulo Hotel on my left hand side. Let's walk up this main high street here. So if you're here on the budget, I can see a nice little local bar to grab a coffee from, which lies right next door to a local mini mart or supermarket. Look, just to give you a few prices here. A 6 litre bottle is €2.50. Got your sun cream here as well, and souvenirs, and other beach products such as buckets and spades, noodles, and more. Hats are around €10, and buckets and spades are, let's just have a quick look, €7.95, about €8. So if you are looking for more of an old town experience, you're not going to find it over here in Son Baulo. This area is very, very dedicated to tourism. And we can see that just by the shops as I walk up the main street here. We're literally wall to wall in lilos, sunglasses and hats. You may well have seen a video out on the Mallorca Under the Sun YouTube channel. Make sure you buy any of this stuff from reputable retailers, support the businesses on the island. And right after all the beach shops, look, we've got a really nice little shop actually. This is called St Stations Beach. Look, check this out. So we've got a really nice looking clothes shop here as well. Looks very, very lovely for some kind of more upmarket beachwear and other souvenirs. Let's keep walking up. And do you know what? It's so friendly here. The owner next door, I can see some holidaymakers going to go and talk to her, and they're just saying goodbye as well. They were German. I had them say Auf Wiedersehen. How sweet. So I think everyone around here is super friendly. I think that the store owners and the restaurant owners are really well known. But what do we have here? Look, we've got a restaurant, bar. Let's just get a quick idea of prices. So for summer 2025, we are looking at around €16 for a main seafood dish. Meat dishes around 11 to 12 euros. We've got tapas here for around 10 euros, 10 to 15 euros per portion. And then right outside the Bon Appetit restaurant. On the other side as well, look, you've got all the traditional tourist food like burger, chips, pizza and Coke. And dishes here are for under 10 euros by the looks of it, the majority of them anyway, which is fantastic value. Also looking over as well, look, we've got the Frère Gennaro Hotel and Spa Hotel. I think the Frère chain is quite big over here in Son Baulo. That's the second hotel we've seen of that brand, and I can't really remember seeing any others on the island from that chain. But anyway, what else do we have here in Son Baulo? To my right hand side we've got the BQ Sarah Hotel. It's a 3-star hotel. Straight up in front of me we've got some bike hire, and a little bit further on as well I can see there's little doctor surgery. Just bear in mind this is not a public health surgery. This is private. You'll need private health insurance to go here, or you'll have to pay. On my left hand side it looks like the Frère Gennaro have apartments as well, just in case you're staying there rather than the hotel. That's where they are located, right here on this main street. And as we come to more or less what looks like the end of the resort here, just outside a little Mexican, the Sa Mexicana. Burritos around €10.50, quesadillas from €10.50. Gringas, look, you've got some grilled food here, around 12 to 13 euros. Looks like really good value actually. I'm sure it's got a very nice atmosphere as well. This looks like quite a nice spot here to come for some Mexican food. And as I come a little bit further up here, I can just see the Hotel Vista Park right in front of me, if that's useful for anybody. But anyway, we're going to head on back down to the waterfront. We're going to walk a little bit in the direction of Can Picafort, and we're going to see what that is like and what you can find on that area of Son Baulo, just heading out from this resort centre. But we're not going to head back the way we came. We're not going to head back to the beach. We're just going to come up around the other side of this fountain and just walk down the back of Son Baulo Resort. Now you can just see how big it is. It isn't big at all. It's very, very small. And like I said, it's very dedicated to tourism. You're going to find this whole area to be completely, more or less, I would guess, empty in the winter. To my left hand side, look, I can just see a taxi rank here. We can just see a taxi departing. Check out an article I have on my website on MallorcaUndertheSun.com. Find out about how to order taxis in this area, and you are going to need to download the Mallorcab app. So as we come up to the fountain here, look, you can just see some lettering on here which translates as "You must go from the unknown to the known," which, following the recording of this video, may well entice you to come here on holiday. Who knows? But right in front of the fountain here, we're just standing outside of the Don Juan bar. Is there a hotel to go with it? I'm not sure, because there are people standing up on what looks like a swimming pool roof terrace. Half a pint here is €1.90, a full pint is €2.80. Got plenty of cash points around the resort here. Just watch out though, they do charge a hefty commission, these blue cash points, these Euronet cash points. Just issue a quick warning there, it's going to cost you in the region of around €7 to €8 to take out money from there. But all the way along Son Baulo as well, look, you've got these nice benches in place as well. Take the weight off your feet, which is really nice to see. And as suspected, the Don Juan is part of a hotel. And this is is this the Still Hotel or the Bonsai Hotel? Still Hoteliers, I don't know. I can't really read that. It really does annoy me when branding is so you can't read it, but I can clearly see the words bonsai. So this is what this looks like. It's very, very nice. Right with the Don Juan bar at the far end. Let's keep going down the back here. And to my right hand side, we can just see another little mini mart. Let's see what else there is before we head onto the waterfront, which you can just see I'm just walking parallel to. So I'm coming up to what could well be a hidden gem over here in Son Baulo. I'm coming up to the Rapaz tapas bar, kind of hidden away here around the back of the beach. Looks rather nice. They do have a traditional, by the looks of it, it's a very Spanish menu here. And look, they do paella too. Let me know if you've eaten here. Got special menus here for groups for around €22 per person. You can just see it's been set up for the day. And right in front we can see another tapas restaurant too. Doesn't look like it's open today though. Don't forget, on some days a lot of the bars and restaurants will have a rest day for their staff. Filming this on a Wednesday, and that could be it for that restaurant. But we do have a few little bits and pieces along here. And back across the road here, look, if you're looking for a slightly bigger supermarket, there is a BIP supermarket. A little bit bigger than some of those mini marts that we did see. Should be handy if you're staying in one of these private apartments or villa accommodations. If you want a bigger supermarket, you'll have to go into Can Picafort. There is an Aldi there, I do know. There's probably a little in the area too, and the Mercadona, but I've definitely seen an Aldi supermarket in Can Picafort. Anyway, we're going to take a right here and let's head on down to the waterfront. So looking to my right here, look, you can just see Son Baulo beach, the main sandy beach. But look at the views as we head left. So I'm standing right in the middle of the bike path here, the bicycle path. See a few repairs are being made to this walkway at time of filming, but my goodness me, this is absolutely beautiful. And you can see why so many people stay in Son Baulo, coming down here for the absolutely lovely coastal walks and amazing sea views. Just looking up to my right as well, look, we can see some street art. As well as the sculptures, you're going to find some wonderful street art over here. I'm wondering if this is by the very famous Mallorquin artist Joan Aguirre, I think it is. You're going to find more examples of his artwork over in Can Picafort actually, but let's just walk a little bit further out of Son Baulo in the direction of Can Picafort. And as we come a little bit further along the walkway here, got another little collection of restaurants. And this is actually a pizzeria. Pizzas are in the region of around 10 to 20 euros. Just coming along a little further, we've got another restaurant which is also closed for the day. This is also somewhere else to be very, very busy on the Sunday. As we can see, it's closed today. Okay, so just to give you a little bit more information about getting around Son Baulo. Well, there is a land train, the mini trenette, which you've probably seen on my videos and you've seen in some of the other resorts. It runs all around the Can Picafort area. Fares for that are around the €5 mark. You can pay when you get onto that train. But if you do want to get out and about and explore, then jump onto the 324 TIB red and yellow public bus. It runs all the way down the coast here, all the way down through the Playa de Morro, into Alcudia Beach Resort and down towards Alcudia Port. That bus runs every 15 minutes. It's a fantastic service. Check out my video about how to take the bus over here in Mallorca, but the cheapest way to travel is with a bank card. So tap onto the bus as you get on, tap off the bus as you get out, and you just tap on and tap off depending how many people are travelling with you too. Okay everyone, you can see how lovely this resort is. It's very quiet, it's very small, it's very tourism focused actually, but the real highlight here has got to be the whole marine reserve, the whole nature reserve which lies to my left hand side. I mean, it's just absolutely wonderful. One slight downside, it can get breezy up here as well, but I don't think you're going to find it to be too breezy heading on into the summer, and if it is breezy, well, you may find that to be a very welcome relief to the high temperatures that we get during the hot summer months. Okay everyone, thank you very much for watching. If you want to watch more content from this area, check out these videos appearing both here and here on YouTube. You can also find me in the Facebook group and on my Instagram called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. And don't forget, I'll be live streaming from around this area soon, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching everyone. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Goodbye for now.